Hello and welcome to the Trampleback Podcast. This is episode 114. I'm Gary Black and joining me this week is John Walker.
Hello.
And the return of Chris Conroy.
Hola.
We've really missed you.
I could tell. Is this, what number are you on?
114.
I do not recognise 112, 113. Strike them from the record. Asterix. The Asterix years.
The Joe Goss series.
Aye, the Joe Goss era. It's like the bit of wrestling where people grew up and moved away and then come back as an adult.
Joe Goss is like the Timothy Dalton James Bond. Like he's only getting like one sequence and that's it.
Aye, but when you go back and look at it critically, you go,
he was one of the best ones.
He was one of the best ones. He just didn't get the PR.
And he's very sympathetic to the Taliban.
Is Timothy Dalton sympathetic to?
No, Joe Goss. No, Joe Goss.
Joe Goss, right.
So John, you're kicking off the celebrity deaths this week.
Which one? There's so many.
You're not even going to do a thank you to Joseph for doing such a sterling job.
Yeah, I thanked him.
Yeah, I thanked him in private and like...
We've talked about this before. We can't mess with man nice off camera.
Oh, right. Here, yeah. Do you know what I did notice about Joseph this week that he has been pushing on social media? We'll share it. He's in for a barbering award.
Oh.
See if we put because he does take it seriously. Like anything Joseph puts his mind to, he focuses and he does a good job. It'd be really good after doing us the favour of covering for a couple of episodes and doing such a good job. See if we could influence the Scottish Hairdressing Awards. I don't think anything would make me happier.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, well that'll be on our social media stuff.
You should also follow Joe Goss on Twitter because he has some. He said when he was on this, he thinks he's sorted Twitter out. He's figured Twitter out. He done a tweet during the week in regards to the Avenger spoilers.
Yeah.
And there was, I don't know if you've seen this, there was 3 Japanese football internationals playing against 1,000 children on one pitch.
Yeah.
And it's just 1,000 children chasing the ball around.
I think it was 100. It wasn't 1,000.
It was in China-ish, right?
China-ish. Wow.
But
things have changed while I've been away.
No, they've not. And his tweet was me trying to avoid Avenger spoilers, and it was my favourite tweet I've seen anyone put about the Avenger spoilers.
See, at the end of the Avengers when the thing... I listened back to that episode and you were talking about the Avengers, and Gary Black described me as lazy.
Yeah.
He's like, if Chris Conroy could be bored, get out of his bed, he's too lazy.
I know.
Well, you've correctly identified that was a on-air challenge to you that you did not take.
Honestly,
I mean, he was the only one on time today.
What a fucking shower of virgins. 10 minutes of where you were going to sit in the fucking Virginplex. I've booked my tickets. Well, I always book my tickets 3 months in advance. Oh, fucking hell. Have you seen it? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
My wee boy today, we were passing a billboard, had it up, he's like, oh, Endgame. I was like, Charlie, you need to watch the 21 movies before it. He's like, oh, right. It's like, do you want to watch them in order? He's like, nah.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
It's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't sit down to now watch them.
But
also, I was quite surprised that it still got a 12A.
I didn't notice.
There was a couple of quite graphic, violent scenes.
Yeah, 12-year-olds.
Do you know what? My wee girl's an avid reader, and she absolutely spanked the Hunger Games books. 2 weeks, read the 3 of them. It's like, fuck it, let them watch a movie. A couple of a couple of gory murders, but fuck it, the 2 of them loved it.
Yeah.
And it's led to that classic, my boy's saying, oh, I really like it. Katniss is a good character, so I'm going, you fancy her, didn't you? And then his sister sees him going red, going, no, I don't fancy it. He's like, you do, Charlie's got a crush, Charlie. She just seen, she been the one 30 years later, dishing that slag out. It's just immense.
Yeah, like, do you have a crush on Jennifer Lawrence? Yes.
Charlie, it's okay to like people, boys, girls, you can like whoever you like, it doesn't matter, just don't be embarrassed about it, you need to own it. It was like, I can remember sitting in the back of my dad's car, 1989, and him saying to me, "You fancy Fatima Whitbread, don't you?" And my brother going, "You fancy Fatima Whitbread, you fancy Fatima Whitbread."
You should have been proud enough to just go, aye.
Wonder what Fatima's up to now.
I don't.
Anyway, who's dead? This week, Fatima Whitbread died in a javelin swallowing incident.
Catwalk model, Talis Soares.
What?
The very one.
Uh-huh.
The Talis Soares.
Yeah. It's Sao Paulo Fashion Week, which we were all meant to attend.
Yeah.
But because Conroy's just back, I was at the football.
Sao Paulo Fashion Week is the premier fashion week outside of London, New York, Milan,
And Paris.
Madrid,
Paris.
Tokyo.
Peru.
No, it's bigger than Tokyo.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he's...
Tokyo Fashion Week so efficient it's 15 minutes.
By any chance, did he get into a petrol fight with his friends at a petrol station?
What did he die of? Sao Paulo Fashion Week.
He's so recently dead, we only have the details that he is in fact dead.
But he died on the runway, didn't he?
Yes. So, I mean, I have no idea what goes on with supermodels. I've never heard a story about supermodels.
How do you keep your weight down?
I mean, you're obviously playing on the assumption that he's taking substances. And to be a male catwalk model, you probably do. Because that must be like that must be a brilliant, like...
We only ever did catalogue. You know, because we were too burly.
Yeah, that's true.
But imagine trying to get down to that weight.
It would be amazing if at his funeral he was resurrected in next season's fashion a week later.
Do you think?
Yeah.
But see if it happens at the beginning of Sao Paulo Fashion Week, does then everybody need to wear black?
Yeah.
Do you know everything's then black for Tala?
The funeral season.
And that heat as well.
Aye.
And they have a minute's applause.
I'm going to be honest.
Before the next runway.
I'm going to be honest. They could have had it in fucking Reykjavik at any Sao Paulo Fashion Week. Everybody's going to be sweating.
It's a really sad story, Gary.
Yeah.
26.
A young man taken in his prime.
26. That is, as catwalk model years go, that's him. That was him reaching his peak.
Aye.
72 in model years.
Yeah, that was him just warming up. He had Milan still to come later in the season. But
who was Naomi Campbell winching? There was a big age gap, and I was like, well done, Naomi. She started with a new boyfriend. Was it one
of One Direction or something?
Aye, going good for you, Naomi.
good for One Direction.
Sometimes you read those stories and go, do you know what? It suits everybody's PR company.
Yeah, she's still relevant enough.
Aye.
But she would be. Like, I still find it hard to come to grips with the fact that Michelle Pfeiffer is like 60.
Yeah, but she's beautiful.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, imagine you just went to your pals, went, I'm seeing a 60-year-old.
Who is it?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. They go, that makes sense. So One Direction are we doing right now? I'm saying that as if the whole band are going out with her.
But see at the funeral, you've got to be able to cram loads of them in.
Yeah, space is available.
Do you know what I mean? Just see where you could fit 12 normal sized people. You're going to get 19 male models in there.
My people carrier actually fits 50 of them.
My people carrier. It starts off as a sentence that's going to talk about black rights, and then ends up Gary's infertility saga, coupled with his insurance rent-a-car. My people carrier is very hard to park. My people carrier is very heavy on fuel.
Do you think this was one of these things where he actually just tried to turn and fell, and he was so embarrassed that the only thing he could think to do was play dead?
Just play dead.
And he's just gone and taken it too far.
Or he's seen a bear nearby and he'd heard that advice as well.
Well, you know, Brazilian bears.
Yeah.
Well,
the Brazilian black bears.
There's been a spate of this recently with Incognito. Did they turn collapse? Certain people thought it's just part of the show. They're making a statement.
Yeah.
Were the clothes too heavy for Sala? Tala Soares?
Suarez? It's one of those names that could literally be pronounced
Tala
in 5
Suarez.
different
A
ways.
foreigner.
Tala Soares. How do you say the name of that ice cream? Soares. Tala Soares Harrison.
I don't know that ice cream.
Soares. Soares.
That's Soares. That's his name.
Soares. Always looks Portuguese to me.
So if we figure that, and that would make
Aye.
sense. If we figure that out, we figured both out
He's
probably.
actually the son of the
Tala
ice
Soares.
cream magnates.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not though, because you're not going to get a 6 stone supermodel if your father's own ice cream.
Yeah.
It's going to struggle.
Unless you're lactose intolerant, in which case your life is hell and you've been outcast from your family.
I mean, see if it was the option between being really ill and not having ice cream.
Oh, you'd be ill.
I'd be ill all the
Yeah.
time.
I'm not bothered about ice cream.
Wit.
Nah, take it or leave it. It's not high on my agenda. That's one of those. Do you know what? I don't like tomatoes, but I like tomato sauce and I like tomato soup. It's one of those ones. The version that's became more prevalent is going, do you know what? I'd rather have a starter than a pudding. See, if I could have 2 starters, I would. I'm like, you could have 2 starters, just fucking order 2 starters. Like, they'll take your money. Like, there isn't like a board in the kitchen or the office of the restaurant going, here, somebody there wants to swap apple pie for stuffed mushrooms.
Do you know what I've only just realised? And this sounds really stupid saying this, but see when you go to a restaurant, I always use the menu as the menu. Like, and just assume that the combination of foods they have,
That's the way it's going to come.
that's the way it's going to come and has to be.
Mm-hmm.
And since basically going out for dinner with Jennifer, it's been like, no, can I take the side of that onto this meal?
Aye.
Because I don't like it. And I was like, you think you can do that?
Aye.
The food's there. They have to make it from.
The menu's a guide.
That's exactly.
It's not written in stone. It's like fucking speed limits.
Once got 2 half starters merged together. It was the best day of my life.
What was it?
It's a TGI Fridays, obviously. Get half loaded potato skins and half mozzarella dippers on one plate.
I mean, that's quite good choices, to be honest, as like a starter.
And if you went back and tried it again, or?
I know, I've never been brave enough to ask for it a second time. I got away with it that once.
Well, push your luck. Push your luck. Dream a little harder.
I think that's a message for us all. Who else died?
Emiliano Sala's father died. So just when... Well, not really, though, because he's still got to deal with a lawsuit between Nantes and Cardiff. Essentially what will happen is, see if Cardiff stay in the Premier League...
I think you need to go over this because people maybe not know
I don't know.
about what's happened.
You mean that we've got new listeners that have only chosen to listen to this one episode?
Well, I think people maybe don't really...
So
keep
Emiliano Sala was the footballer that signed for Cardiff from Nantes and died on the way to confirm his signing.
Yeah.
No, hang
On
on.
a plane crash.
Even your chat here's contradictory. Had he signed or was he on his way to sign?
That's what the lawsuit is trying to figure out.
Okay.
So there is an ongoing lawsuit between Cardiff and Nantes as to who actually is to get the money. And for that to happen, they have to decide if the transfer was agreed.
Okay.
The clubs had agreed to transfer. He had not signed, but their opinion is that's not their fault. Because he was leaving to go to Cardiff. So they'd already given permission for this to happen. So that's...
I imagine...
Right. See if you're on your way to buy a fridge. And
I would say that's like you phoning up and you've agreed the fee for the fridge, but you're going to collect it.
Yeah. But,
well,
I would say it's that.
I think is there a problem here with the step-by-step nature of transfer fees instead of saying, right, it's 20 million, right, he's 20 million, we'll send him out to sign.
Aye. Yeah.
Do you know, could that process be improved?
Well, I mean, the irony was he had passed his medical, so obviously they went and done the medical.
Aye.
So, before the plane crash.
Right.
He obviously since failed.
I imagine the court's going to come out in favour of Cardiff.
Well, no, here's what's going to happen. See if Cardiff stay in the Premier League. Cardiff are just going to ignore it and let Nantes get the money because they're going to go 150 million. We don't need the 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. If Cardiff go down, they're going to want that money and they're going to bite about it. But in the midst of all this...
But the thing is, Cardiff was the worst Premiership team they could have sold him to because the Welsh really, really don't mind being looked at as idiots. You know, or dicks. You know, it kind of gone, everybody thinks we're dicks anyway, no matter what we do. So every time you put a pencil in front of the clowns, they vote for their own children to starve. Do you know what I mean? That nobody is sitting next to nobody's sitting in the working office of the Hadron Collider going, we just can't figure this equation out. If you get the phone number for Wales, nah, don't phone them, they're dicks. They honestly don't care. I think Cardiff are going to fuck them over at every opportunity and just go, well, see if Cardiff pay nonce, nobody's going to go, the Welsh are good cunts. They're going, they just did what they should have done.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, so he was already dead.
Yes.
But in the midst of all this, his father had a heart attack and died. At a decent age, like he was in his late 60s.
Listen, if I've offended them to Wales, go to Liverpool and get somebody to type out an email and complain to me.
So, the unfamous father of an unfamous footballer.
That's why we're calling him Salah's da.
Yeah, that's the link.
Mr. Salah. We could have called him Mr. Salah, but we didn't. We called him Salah's da.
That could have been his actual name. Salah's da.
Dalla Salah.
So was it
slow week for deaths, boys? I can't even believe I missed the IRA part 2, Billy McNeil, and this is what I come back to.
So the European elections are hurtling towards us.
I got my wee voting card through.
I've got my wee voting card. You got your poll card through?
Yes, 23rd of May.
Yeah.
I thought you had to sign up and register to do it.
You did the last time, so it's still running.
All right, okay, so that's what's happened.
They're worried about people moving in between.
They changed the system last time, so everyone had to sign up again or reconfirm the details again. The Conservatives are yet to announce their candidates or launch any sort of manifesto for what they're going to do because they're desperately trying to cancel the whole fucking thing.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Sure.
Where does Tories come from?
It was is an abbreviation of Conservative.
Is it no,
or is it to do with the Tories and Whigs?
Back in the 18-somethings, the parties were the Tories and the Whigs.
Right, okay.
And the Conservatives are basically the short version is they're a continuation, but it's also a bit slightly derogatory.
Oh, okay, so it's us that calling that, not them.
Yeah, they would not. Well, because
I've heard them call themselves the Tory Party.
Because they've kind of that
taken that back.
Yeah, they've kind of reclaimed it and went.
They've taken the T word back.
So yeah, Theresa May is desperately trying to get these elections cancelled in the UK because she knows that they're going to get absolutely slaughtered on all sides.
I heard that Theresa May can't concentrate making a decision because she's up all night. Every time she closes her eyes, the spectred face of Greta Thunberg haunts her dreams. How good's that, you lassie? She's fucking brilliant. Amazing. Aye. See, you should read the stuff with what's the boy, Toby, what's his face?
Oh, that was Toby Young.
Toby Young. She comes from a privileged background.
Yeah.
Because her mum sang in Eurovision.
Privilege.
Aye. Toby Young, whose dad had to phone the university and say, listen, I'm sorry about Toby's shit grades. Here's some money. Please fucking let him in. Greta, I spoke to I was telling you about my daughter, the Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. You try and put positive role models through literature, films, movies, private life. Sort of positive female, successful role models. So she get right into the Katniss thing. She's doing Harry Potter. It was right into Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
So I'd said to her a couple of months ago when this stuff was sort of bubbling up, going, keep your eye out for this Swedish girl, Greta Thunberg. She's going to upset a lot of people. And see the way she has absolutely rifled the drawers of the lot of them.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. But somebody's pulling her strings at the background. It's not her mum. It's somebody else is funding this and writing her notes so that she can get off school. But it'll be really interesting to see what's the name of this group? Extinction
Rebellion.
See the way the Greta Thunberg stuff's going. The Extinction Rebellion. All this stuff is either going to get a positive result or it's going to be used to divert our attention away from some of the shittier things, whether it's Brexit, Trump, or something else. Like, to see some of the people come out and try and discredit a 16-year-old trying to do a positive thing for our generation it's just been immense. Going really, really showing your true colours of how money orientated and how selfish you are. It's like the analogies, you know.
Didn't they also write up big like exposés going, yeah, but she's autistic, so you know nobody listened to her.
One of the best points I seen was some of these older white male newspaper columnists saying that she's been put forward as a puppet by her parents. And the point was raised going, have you ever tried to get a kid with Asperger's to do something they don't want to do? And have you ever tried to stop them doing something that they did want to do? So essentially her parents are going, fuck it, for an easy life, as long as she's not drawing in the walls.
I mean, also, I think as well that
keeps her out the cutlery drawer.
There's an aspect as well that I think people are treating her younger than she is.
Oh, she's bright.
Like, she's 16. She's not like she's like
But she
8.
started this a couple of years ago. But the thing that
I mean,
she has been quite...
16-year-olds can still be absolute idiots.
Oh, true.
So can 30-year-olds, though.
The thing that she said this week that I thought was very pertinent was, we're here to talk. We're no here so that you can get in a selfie with me.
Yeah.
And make you look as if you've got your finger on the pulse. So then the next day you see her sitting in between Jeremy Corbyn and Caroline Lucas. Jeremy Corbyn's got this face on, you know, it kind of this sort of strange, smarmy kind of, like they do not know how to react with I'm going to say normal people.
Yeah.
But see when they know the camera's on them and they're going to be forced to act with some kind of empathy, understanding, or just stay quiet and listen, that face that they make, that uncomfortable, constipated, I know I'm being filmed, I don't really like this, but if I don't do it, they're going to show a place name of my empty chair. Do you know?
Oh, no, have you seen, like, just it's funny, the last thing I seen before we started this was a video of Kanye West, and they were meeting, it was a load of media, it was like they were promoting her trying to get into law school.
Oh,
and he's smiling at the press, but he doesn't realise there's like 2 cameras behind him as well, and he turns around, and this is podcast, it's possible to do, but his face is fucking tripping him when he thinks he's turned away from the camera.
Yeah. He's
probably and tries to pick it back up again. I'm like, yes, that is it. Just trying to look, just try to get through it.
See the message that Greta Thunberg and the Extinction Rebellion people are putting forward.
Yeah,
as factual. There are no sound bites. It's very plain what they're saying. But the people that they're talking to are juggling that many plates and telling that many lies to that many people, hoping that something is what the voting public want to hear. That they're beaten already.
But did I see that Labour are going to put through this week a vote to declare an environmental emergency?
A climate change emergency.
No,
Really?
but you need to see it through. See the furore around Diane Abbott drinking a can of gin and tonic.
That was insane.
The realistic thing is going, I do not have a fucking clue why Jeremy Corbyn is not doing heroin on a megabus. Do you know what I mean? She's only having see if you really, really hate yourself for going on and just betraying your own politics to stay in a seat, to stay in a shadow cabinet. You would fucking have a gin on the way home. You're going, oh, fuck it, I'm down to my last 3 gins in my handbag here.
Mind how we said with the Pierce Morgan vegan sausage roll thing that we felt like all these people in papers were just pushing things that they get paid to do?
Yeah.
What happened if you go look at the Diane Abbott hashtag from last week was everyone, like all young people, went and bought that exact drink.
Aye.
And were doing Diane Abbott. So Marks and Spencer's gin and tonic pre-made can sales went through the roof.
You couldn't. It's fucking... Why is Stephen Crabbe not doing barbiturates in a Ryanair flight? Like, how do you fucking live with yourself? Gin on an overground train is the only thing keeping these people from fucking flinging themselves off a cliff.
I'm all for drinking on your way home from work.
Aye.
As long as you're not drinking on the way to a football match, it's fine.
No, as long as it's legally. In Glasgow, you can't do it, but Edinburgh, you'd be fine.
Yeah, but again, you know, there's These rules are there to enforce when people have taken it too far.
No,
but
you expel the people that take it too far. You don't.
So that rule's in place. You know, if someone, even in Glasgow, if someone, you know, a middle-aged woman on her own is sitting drinking a Marks and Spencer's can of gin, who cares?
Yeah, I agree with that though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
See if Diane Abbott gets on that train and gets in her seat and spats that can. The guilt must be unbelievable. You know, our day job just going, we fucked this. We are fucked. We are fucked. This country is, even if we get into power, I'm fucked. And then the cold hit of quinine just bringing her mood back down to a level going, do you know what, Diane? Just keep fucking trying.
Well, that's it. I don't often leave work having an okay day and drink either way. My drinking is determined by having a really good day, normally a Friday, because I know it's the Friday, or I've had a shit day and go, I had a couple of drinks when I go home. There's no like, that was an alright day, I'm going to have a bottle of wine. So she's had a shiter for a long time. If she's dying home, she's already got the cans in her bag. That's brilliant. I think it's excellent.
I prefer the idea that she found it. She found it. She's one of the best speakers and contributors to programmes like Question Time or the one with Andrew Neil. But you can tell these people that started off socialist that are within the Labour Party are in the minority now. Jeremy Corbyn does not want to be... See, if Jeremy Corbyn became the Prime Minister, he would shit himself. He wants to be sitting there telling the person in power what they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
He does not want to be the person in power. It's... The whole thing's fucked, but more power to people like Greta Thunberg and... are we going to see the children of Bucks Fizz enter into European politics? We do need 16-year-olds like that to be 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds to be entering into these European elections that are rudely bulldozed you off topic.
Yeah.
And someone who is exiting politics at apparently the same time has just announced today that Kezia Dugdale's going to stand down as an MSP because she's already got a new job and she can't be fucked anymore.
Do you know who she's working with?
No.
Is she going to retire on a pension as an MSP?
Nah, she'll go in private. She'll be working for like 40 years who's the security firm?
Group 4S?
G4S. G4S. She'll have some dodgy banking or security firm job that then get a government contract. In fact, they've already got a government contract, so it will be them. They're all scumbags. Somebody put together a 10-minute video on YouTube of all like the Conservative MPs that have left and Labour MPs that have left in the last 15 years.
Yeah,
and they are all in finance. Every single one of them is in finance with companies they worked with when they were serving politicians.
Yeah.
But still people will go, what about the union?
This is why I'm surprised that you've never got into politics. It seems
Mate, I've joked with this for years. Like, it's only 500 quid to do it.
It's 5,000 for the European elections.
Oh, that's too much.
So, but that's what's been startling about the amount of independence, the amount of people that have stood independently going, it's guaranteed you're going to lose $5,000 there.
So?
Whereas 500.
I mean, you could put together something smart, something simple and smart enough that would get you a lot of traction and annoy a lot of popular people. Push a drugs legalization.
But they're really like that barrier of a red rosette and a blue rosette is really difficult to overcome because so many people who don't pay any attention just turn up on the day.
They're loyal for no reason other than that's what my mum and dad did.
Yeah.
Your mum and dad also bought a house for fucking $7,000.
I know. Thatcher's Britain, mate.
Did you see the news this week? The House of Lords recommended that benefits should be started to be taken away from the elderly.
I did see that.
Rediverted to the youth, and people lost their fucking shit.
How old are we talking?
Like bus passes
stuff like your
should be
bus
removed,
passes,
winter
your
fuel payment.
Aye,
How old are we talking though?
Like in
as
their
soon as you're
60s.
retired.
60's too young.
But see that idea where people go, well, we've paid into the system. People have an idea that, see, 30 years ago when they paid money into their pension payment, that was granted a savings pot that would still be there.
Yeah.
It's not. They've spent it.
Mm-hmm.
Your pension comes from the young people working and paying tax yesterday.
Yeah.
I said, well, I've paid into it all my life. You've also fucking drew from it all your life with decent interest rates, free university education, and council houses that you could buy.
Well, what are you? If you're an 80-year-old man or woman just now,
you're fucking dead to me already. You are dead to me already.
You've probably been retired more than you've been working now. Because you could have retired about 50, because that'll be what your contract said if you were public service. It was 25 years service, you got to retire on your pension.
Yeah.
Nominate an island.
To send them all to?
75, you go to the island. And what we get is closure. We just wave to them on the ferry as they go. Going, well, what a great mum she was.
Do we do that thing like at a Lord of the Rings where we like fire a bow onto the boat as it's sailing away?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Can you make icebergs?
Well, we can undo it, so you'd imagine that.
Good point,
I've got a contract to Soares. Soares have quite a big ice cream makers.
Think about how many ice cream vans there are in the country. See if you backed all of them up. We've got all the blowers going at the same time.
Who do you think our oldest listener is? No, I'm not looking for a name. I'm looking for an age. Do you think MD in their 70s is listening to us?
No, I would say late 50s would be the highest.
My gran has listened.
But I mean, we mean avid listeners.
Like an avid listener.
There's somebody out there who's in their late 50s.
See, if you're 60 plus, send us a message, and when John gets into Parliament, we'll make sure you don't go in the boat.
We'll start a special 60 plus
segment.
segment.
Send them back in the boat. That's where we've came to. Oh. Do you know what? I just wish that the people of that age group did come through a much tougher time. And I don't know why they're desperate to drive us back to it every time they vote.
Yeah.
I don't know why we aren't more progressive as a voting public.
Well, Gary Lineker's been very pushy on the European elections, and his thing was young people get out and vote, don't leave it to old people like me to vote for you. And you're going, yes, exactly. I also think there should be a cut on the age you're allowed to vote. See,
like driving.
Well, why is it 16 you're allowed to, or 18 you have to start, but you're allowed to just vote till you're fucking 100? You're like, no, you've lost. Like, my gran could still legally vote, and she's in a care home with dementia.
You're sitting there going, you've cut everybody that's looked after you out the will. You've got perceived fake grudges against everybody because you think they're trying to sneak into your room and kill you at night. You won't drink the water. Your weight's fucking plummeting. But my mum voted Labour, so I'm always voting Labour. You know, it's that kind of...
Well, there's the exact... So, see when you do that, when they try and decide whether they need full-time care, they ask very basic, up-to-date questions. Can you give your date of birth? Can you count the change in front of you? Can you tell us who the Prime Minister is? My gran definitely put her date of birth as her being 40 years old at the time.
Cool.
Well,
who's got right to tell her she's not?
She couldn't count any of the change, and Winston Churchill was still the Prime Minister, and that's who her dad voted for. So she was 40, but a child, and her dad was still alive, and could still went and voted.
Aye.
You're like, oh, what?
Well, I think we're getting closer to why Farage got anywhere in life.
Because people went, oh, I recognise that name.
There's more and more how many new political parties have started up in the past couple of weeks?
About 70. Did you see the launch of the independent group or Stroke Change UK?
All those groups are doing is taking votes away from Labour and handing the Tories more power.
Yeah, but then there's people like the Brexit Party and UKIP that are doing the same, hopefully, with the Tories.
Well, they are the only way that we are going to stop Syrian people coming here. And Pakistanis and Indians. That's the only way we're going to stop these people coming from Africa, by putting Nigel Farage into power in Britain and Europe. That's the only way we're going to stop these people from coming.
Did you see any of the coverage from the SNP conference this last weekend?
What was the vote that the leadership got voted down on?
They voted... There was a vote on nuclear disarmament. And there was a vote about something else.
There was a vote. I just seen it trending saying it was good from a democratic point of view. That the leadership didn't get their way,
Yeah.
but I didn't know what the subject was.
It might have been like a full.
It wouldn't have been disarmament. They're all going to sit there and go, "Nah, get the nukes to fuck."
Aye.
But
Can we do that? Nah.
nah,
But then obviously the last week, Nicola Sturgeon did a big statement about independence, and that seems to have
do
been.
you know the dangerous way the Indyref 2 is going? People are looking at Sturgeon the same way she looked at Salmond, as if it's a personality competition rather than children's fucking futures.
I've said this for ages, though. That's what happened with Trump. Politics is no longer anything to do because, see, to be honest, they all say the same things, and it's become devalued. So, see anything, or they speak well, or they say this, or Jeremy Corbyn wants to do more about climate change because he spoke to activists this week. You're going, oh, cool, you've got points for the green people. Well done. That's nice.
See
or you want to keep Syrian refugees coming in because this is a country who's been based on immigration, and it props up. Oh, cool, that's really good. Well done. Clapping points. I don't see anything really changing.
See the amount of people with a Union Jack in their Twitter feed referring to Sturgeon as wee nippy. Wee nippy wants to concentrate on the day job.
You know, she's the most hated woman in Scotland.
I'm going. Oh,
do you know how?
Can you not see how they're tickling your nose, but at the same time systematically anally raping you and your family? But you go, my nose is itchy. Can you not feel them systematically creeping up your colon and taking your organs out? You look behind you.
I've only found out recently there's a thing called Protestant values. And
Really?
I was apparently not knowing anything about it. I've been a Protestant every day since I was born.
Have you though?
I think so.
When was the last time you went to church?
Exactly, I've been a Protestant since I was born.
But it's all fucking nonsense. Muslim, Catholic, it's all fucking nonsense. If you cannot Google how the upper banking classes are ready to just take over, then do you know what? See when it happens, I think I'm just going to need to take my medicine and go.
Do you know what speech I'm talking about?
No.
It's about the no-go areas for the Orange Walk.
Right.
And they're now talking about how it's
by no-go areas, you mean
just one.
Please don't go outside a Catholic church and spit on them.
And then don't then say we've no idea why we can't do this, despite the fact somebody was arrested and put in jail for 28 days for spitting at a priest. But somebody said to them, they went, we should not have no-go zones in Britain. He goes, you can't walk into a prison. You can't walk behind the counter in a bank. There's hundreds of no-go zones everywhere. Like you couldn't actually take your march into a bank round the back of the bank. They would arrest you.
They didn't have no-go zones until they were shown that they couldn't behave themselves. So now, for their own safety, they have to be diverted round them.
But I just found it really funny. So he talked about Protestant values, and I was like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, I
can't find them anywhere. I've googled it.
I wish the Battle of the Boyne had been on December the 12th.
Everyone just moaned about nobody got a taxi home.
See if it was December the 12th, nobody would be fucking marching. They'd be went, you know, fuck this. It's like the smoking ban. The smoking ban was brought in March and spring, just as the weather get better. See if you brought in marching season for whatever side of the divide wants to go and march, fine. You can march at 7 o'clock in November the 27th. That's your
my
time.
Birthday. We're not doing it then.
Both sides, imagine the fireworks for your birthday, mate.
Oh, that'll be it.
That time of year, you get loads of cheap fireworks as well.
The surplus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The surplus, it's see if your day to day is still geared towards a hatred for
people who think the exact same beliefs that you do.
It's
only
mental.
mildly different.
We won't spend too much more time talking about it, but if you want to just know what I'm getting at is, go look at my Twitter and go look at the last thing I shared, but then look at the comments that have come back at me. You're going, you're not helping prove any of my point here.
It's the ingrained belief of both sides. Do you know, I was sick of my fucking Twitter feed yesterday. See with just to level out, see the Billy McNeil stuff.
Yeah.
The number 5 scoring in the 67th minute. You know, like something was written in the stars. You know, like, are you fucking kidding me? It was the 68th minute. The bookies
there's been a complete blanket over that. Like nobody mentioned it.
It's going. See if it wasn't for the big Billy McNeil voodoo that lifted Jozo Simunovic to score yesterday, Neil Lennon would be getting absolutely beasted for what was another 1-0 shithouse performance. But people are going, no, it was meant to be. It was, do you know what? It was just.
I mean, I personally still think it was quite nice. So,
and see when anything like this happens, like a prominent death, 9/11. See the bad art.
Have you seen the
see the bad art that gets
Poetry.
circulated?
Have you seen the Simunovic header? But Billy McNeil's like,
Superimposed. Aye. Do you know what I mean? This is bad fucking art. Do you know, this is not the way the people of Chase Morgan wanted to be remembered at 9/11. You know, by the USA Barbers Association. You know, just with the towers standing and somebody getting tram lines superimposed in the background. See, it's like I don't even know whether to share some of this on the Patreon. Every time I see it, do you know what? It is bad art. It's fucking hot. Like, see, I seen somebody tweeting about dead Celtic players. So it was like Billy McNeil, Jimmy Johnson, Tommy Burns, John Hughes, somebody else, Jock Stein as the manager. That's some five-a-side team up in heaven. I'm like, be a fucking adult. They are subjecting their children to no NHS over the next 30 years, and you are drowning in bad fucking art. Open your eyes. You are being emotionally manipulated.
that's all shit. Are they saying Phil O'Donnell didn't get in that five-a-side team? He'd have been one of my first picks, man.
Well, I think he's playing with Cooper at Motherwell.
Right, okay, cool. Aye, they got him first. Right, okay.
They had youth on this side.
Aye. Good left side.
Do you know what? It's that sentimental, tribal thing that they're tapping into. Do you know what? Open your eyes. We're a fucking forward-thinking, progressive, modern people. Open your eyes and see that your next-door neighbour, whatever team, religion, whatever they are, they're just people trying to struggle through their day. Unless they're fucking supplying bad art at a time of tragedy.
The last we spoke, you said, that's me away to Greece. And I said, I didn't know you were going. And you said, don't you remember that bit from the wedding? And I said, no. And then you went.
Well, I didn't know that my wife had booked a week away. We get married on the Friday, and then the following Thursday she'd booked to go away to Corfu. So I was in the dark, but she gave me a card at the end of the wedding. I was a wee bit drunk.
You were a wee bit drunk at that point.
That's how you didn't know that we didn't know? Okay.
No, I knew because I was there when it went into his birthday announcement. His 27th birthday.
27.
Hope you don't die.
Big year.
27 club.
I can you imagine the bad art if I died. Imagine how much just my face superimposed. It'd be you two alive and then me as a ghostly figure in the heavens.
I'm going to do that for the cover art this week.
Oh, it'd be fucking horrible, wouldn't it? Jozo Simunovic hasn't kicked a ball for 2 fucking years.
But he scored the winning header. It's fine.
Do you know what? I want to see somebody superimpose Jozo Simunovic as a ghost figure at Lisbon in the 25th of May 1967. You know, as if the ghost sperm of Jozo Simunovic was somehow looking at Billy McNeil.
One day that'll be me.
Billy McNeil was never subbed. Did you know that?
We talked about that, didn't we? Was it 800 odd appearances?
Never subbed. Fucking.
Yeah. It was a very, very well respected moment at Clyde as well, because he was at Clyde before as well, near the end of his career.
I passed that a couple of times today. It's still fucking mobbed down there. People putting scarves and strips and stuff. But what were we talking about there?
Your wedding.
The wedding. She just gave us the big card, and then I've just been too drunk. But that was when I knew I'd married the right person, where I was going to speak some more, and she went, Chris, just wrap this shit up and say thanks for coming.
Those who were still there all agreed.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
I couldn't.
Were you telling everybody how much you loved them?
Do you not remember you and I at the door when I was trying to leave?
No.
I'd phoned a taxi and you were talking to Jennifer, and I was like, right, Jennifer, that's the taxi, and you're like, John, can you get a picture? And you're like, right, I was like, their taxi says that's fine. And I went,
Did you take a picture?
Aye, I've got,
Fuck.
but we're both, you look good in it, I look fucked, because I was.
You were just so enthusiastic about the whole thing.
I was having a great time. Me and Welshie are now best pals though, so it's fine.
Some here.
I know. But you wouldn't let us go. I'd be like, no, the taxi's gone. You go, aye, but see, so, we need to go. We're going for a drink later on. I was like, aye, I know, but I need to go. And you're like, you had a good time though? Sorry, I didn't get a spit. I was like, Conroy, I fucking need to go. My taxi's there waiting.
Well, see, the next day when I turned 27, we just stayed in the pub. Went back on it at 11:30 the next day. Was out till about 6 o'clock. She got me a printed up a t-shirt that just said Mr. Shannon on it. I had the Mr. Shannon t-shirt on all day. I've got pictures, I'll show you. We'd booked another night in the venue. We got back there about 6:30 and I fell out of bed maybe about 9 o'clock and ended up with a big gash.
Oofed.
Like all the way, you can still see the
darkness.
The remnants there. And I'm sitting on the floor and I'm like, oh no, they're going to phone an ambulance to this fucking pub at 9 o'clock and everybody's going, aye, that's the fucking guy that get married. Aye, I heard he was talking for a wee bit when they gave him the holiday to Corfu. Aye, he was talking shite. I was like, I'll just get back into bed and be quiet here. But a great couple of days and then a great honeymoon, great time away. All we did was drink gin. It was Corfu we went to, and it was an all-inclusive that she'd booked. The meals were just okay, and it was really full board for the meals. But that's the first time I've ever been away all-inclusive for the drink, and you get fucking greedy, eh? Just gin and tonics at 11:15.
See, I'm normally not a big cider or beer drinker anymore, so I will go out and I'll start on vodka lemonade, which annoys everyone I go out with
because you drink it quick. Aye.
But as what it is.
I suppose this is a good time to say, if there are any listeners that were there, thanks very much for coming and thanks for your generosity and your love in the day. We had a really good time.
You had lots of congratulations in the normally acerbic face WhatsApp group as well.
Do you know what? I think I've missed them.
You probably did that. You had a few days.
But go to Corfu. It's really nice. A lot of gin.
I mean, I just realised Welshie's in South Korea just now working.
No, him and his partner, him and his wife have just moved, and he texted me today about 12 o'clock and says, come round and see the new house. So me, my wife and I are going to go, and I said that for days.
Tell him to get Thingy hooked up with Wi-Fi quickly.
Wi-Fi? Do you want to text him?
No, I want to play FIFA with him.
Right, okay.
No, but he was in Korea, and South Korea, and I realised that's sad. Why didn't he meet up?
Because he's not in South Korea just now. He's on our way to some.
He's in conference, isn't he?
Space conference.
Where?
Space.
Mate, he's in space.
He's in space.
Yeah. John, we're all in space.
Oh man. Oh, that's a head fuck right there.
That'd be like the Joe Rogan DMT moment right there.
So, Chris, earlier you were talking about trying to raise your daughter as a strong feminist.
No, not even a strong feminist, a strong person.
But you forced your wife to take your name?
No, I didn't. See, this time last year, if you'd said to me, going, oh no, I'd be quite hurt if you didn't take my name. It's going, well, do what you like, you've built your name over a period of time, who am I to claim ownership? But I think shit's going to change her name. But that was the purpose of the t-shirt. Going, well, I'll need to take your name now. Can you imagine changing your name?
No, I like my name's a belter.
It's a fucked up system where they go, right, you now take this name, this man's name.
I wouldn't want someone to change their name either, though.
No.
Nah, why? People always go, so they've got the same name as a kid. I was like, what?
We'll change your fucking kid's name.
I was looking where even I can't even remember where I was, but I was looking at I was in Kelvin Grove Museum looking at Dippy the dinosaur.
Okay.
And they had a stack of books with all the family names on it, and I was looking at it and I was thinking it is weird that, as men, you're kind of traced back thousands and thousands of years of men of the same name as you.
Okay.
And it's like a continuous link. Yeah, like women, I guess it's less
Iceland's better.
Yeah.
Like the Nordic countries
The
do
sons.
better. Yeah, the sons and the daughters. That makes more sense.
What's the female?
Daughter.
Daughter.
Dotir.
Frederick's daughter.
Daughter.
Conroy's daughter.
Conroy's daughter.
So
Chrissy's daughter.
You were saying this week you went a trip to the Barras.
Oh, we took the kids to the Barras today.
That must have been an experience.
It's just so fucking run down. That whole place is getting primed for
internet's
development.
broke it.
My wee boy loved it. He's like, everything's just so fucking old. It's amazing.
It's like the opposite of gentrification.
No, that area's going to get gentrified.
Already.
That's
The cabin. See what's the bar called?
the
one
muscle bar.
No, the new bar. Fuck, it's annoying. It's
What,
actually
Winkles?
it's in the container. There's a container bar, but it's got a main area.
Bars art and design, bad.
Aye, yes. And it's got the container bar.
And then St. Luke's.
It's a lot of hipster areas popping up.
So how would you explain the Barras to someone not from Glasgow?
I would start off explaining them the business of house clearances. And when you clear a house, the person that clears it can then... I think a lot of people are doing it as hobbies down there.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't strike me there's people making a load of money.
But that wasn't what it always was.
No, you went down there to buy your Amiga and your Atari games and your fags and your
start-
booze. And
My brother got given... I think he got given like 20 quid a month pocket money, but it was always in the monthly pay instead of giving like a £5 a week. And he always went with his pals up to the Barras to get Star Wars figures. That was what they did when they were like 12, 13.
Did a lot of good comic books, football annuals.
That was what it was good. That was what it was great for.
That sort of thing. There was a little bit of army surplus. There was a stall that sold nothing but women's left shoes used. Well, I've took photos of this today.
Which makes loads of sense if you're aware there's a venue for music at the Barras where people are very often blazing.
But
There's a lot of leftover clothing items.
my son loved it. He picked up a lot of stuff to go, I love this, I love that. Whereas my daughter said, why wouldn't people just go to Silverburn, buy new stuff? Which is, do you know what, I picked something up for Ralph that I'm going to post them.
Okay.
Do not, I'm going to show you it
Right,
now,
okay,
right?
don't say what it is.
Don't say what it is. I don't even know if you're old enough to... Did you get them?
Yeah. But Primary
Did you get
6,
them?
Primary 7?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, amazing.
So, see, as soon as I seen it today, I'm like, I'm getting that.
That was fucking excellent. That is fucking... well, that was the thing I was saying. That was...
And do you know what? I'm going to take a photo of that and put it in the Patreon. You'll never know.
That was... So we used to go to when we were younger, Mum used to take us to the cinema on Christmas Eve, and we used to go to the Barras on the way home, and that was when we got tapes and DVDs extras for Christmas.
Do you want me to tell you how you know that it's not going to survive? In the big walkway through the middle, there's 2 tables out, and they're selling black market DVDs.
No.
Yeah.
And Mum looking at my daughter, and she's like, do you want to get one? She says, do you know what? We don't even have a DVD player. So that says, what you're selling is not going to be compatible with the generations.
What you really need is stolen Netflix logins.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a code.
Aye. That's it. Black market Instagram stories that make you look amazing.
As a out of towner, I never went to the Barras until I was in my 20s. I feel like I missed it, and it still wouldn't have been its glory days, but I only seen it.
See when you were buying Amiga games, if you wanted football strips, you had to go to Wisher Market.
Right.
You were getting the real deal at Wisher Market, but I took a load of photos today because I knew that 10 years it's not going to be there. It's going to be
Gin bars.
2-bedroom flats. And
See, just on that, see when you're abroad, me and my mates have got this thing when we're abroad and we go past a market, you have to buy the least authentic football top they've got.
It's always AC Milan, isn't it?
I've got loads of like the country's football top, just with the country's name and number on the back.
Right.
So it's like Thailand 4,
Right.
Mexico 9.
The first ever holiday I went abroad, I was 13, and we went to Mallorca.
You're not going to let me have Corfu, eh?
Nah.
I've been on holidays too.
they had some of the entertainment in the complex was like a bingo thing.
Aye.
My mum wanted to do it, so I was like, oh, okay, right, we'll have a wee go bingo, and I won 50 quid. So I was like, you know what? We're in Mallorca. It's my first holiday abroad. I'm going to buy a Mallorca top. So we went into the town, into one of those markets, and I bought the Mallorca top for £45. I was like, oh, that's great. And then I wore it on the way home, and we got to Palma Airport, and the Mallorca FC shop, new kit, 45.
Oh, you could have had the
Had
authentic.
the brand new.
Can I do a Banhammer? Holiday
Course you can.
related.
Course you
Holiday
can.
related. Ryanair.
Really?
Ryanair.
Are they the ones that are charging you to go to the toilet?
That's just no bag you're allowed on.
All right.
There's no consistency, and the whole thing's geared to see whatever option that you take, they're going to charge you more at the gate.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what. So, when we logged on to check in and do, what do you call it? Check in?
Yeah.
Do a check in. You can take a 20 kilo bag for the hold for £40.
Mhm.
We go on the day before, there's none of them left. So, your next option is to take a 10 kilo bag for £20. So go, right, we'll take the 10 kilo bag, we'll do, which is a normal carry-on size bag,
Yeah.
10 kilos, we'll put everything heavy in that, and we'll take on 2 carry-ons.
Mhm.
So that's us, we paid £20 to put a bag in the hold, and we turn up with our hand luggage as well. They're all of a similar size. So we put the heavier one in the hold, we turn up with our hand luggage, they stop us and
No
go,
longer hand
you're going to be £20 each for each of the hand luggage, right? So we say to the girl that's working for Ryanair, going, how do we get round this on the way back? She says, 2 days before you come back, go on and book priority, and you get the priority for £12, and that'll let you get the hand luggage on.
Yeah.
So we go on, and 2 days before we come back, we go on, we book that, to priority, that's us £24 in the hole, right? As soon as you do that, you can no longer buy a 10 kilo bag for £20
Right.
because you've took the priority.
Okay.
So your only option then is to pay £40 for a 10 kilo bag. All of a sudden they've got the 20 kilo bag option available. So anyway, you are taking any kind of cases with you away for a week, they are going to get £60 out of you each way. No matter how they're funneling you into paying over the odds.
It's essentially just a way to keep the ticket price value down.
See,
to be honest,
they're
no.
making more money out of the bags in the hold than they are out of the seats in the plane.
Right.
You're essentially a fucking international courier with your own bag.
Yeah.
So we kind of resigned ourselves to it. But then they done this really shitty thing to this one girl on her own behind us, where the Ryanair representative had told her not to put her big bag in the hold, that somebody would take it off her at the bottom of the steps.
Uh-huh.
And then when she got to the bottom of the steps, they demanded £120 off her.
Fucking hell.
One person on their own. And I've been on holidays and I've been away with work before, and I've not got £120 in my account.
Yeah.
Going, you've been away with work or you've been away on a holiday and going, I know there's £40 in my account. But to get to the bottom of the steps going, no, we cannot take that unless you give us £120. And the two of us were talking about it going, I would not fly with these cunts again. See if they charged me the price up front, straight away, go, fuck it, that's what it is. But every step, every bit of the way along, shake down for another 20 quid, shake down for another 20 quid. An absolute horrible scumbag organisation. I was raging when Shannon bought fucking plane cards off them. I'm going, I'd rather buy them at the airport.
Uh-huh.
I'm going, fuck it, get them now, we know we've got them. We're sitting there playing rummy in the balcony, and every time she turns a card over, I'm going, fucking Ryanair. An absolute scumbag organisation.
And I don't think they are that cheap.
No.
I've had EasyJet and Ryanair flights where I've went at EasyJet because they've been cheaper. And I got Ryanair to...
EasyJet I've went before, but you know exactly where you are. You've booked everything in, and the system's honest and the system's fair. But Ryanair are a fucking shower that are funneling people into financial trouble when they're at their very most exposed.
There's literally nothing you can do at that point.
Aye, what do I do? Do I leave all my stuff in the tarmac here?
I wonder how much it would cost to actually courier your luggage to your hotel.
It's not that dear.
it's the worry of what it goes wrong. What happens if it goes wrong into it? It's you feel a bit more secure if you've got it on you. But everybody knows multiple people who've had bags gone missing.
I knew that I wasn't going to like flying with them, but they're a horrible, horrible capitalist, fuck the customer organisation. Just an absolute bunch of shite hawks.
Apparently the only way you can get good service off them is if you whisper Hail Hydra into their ear as you get on the plane.
I've heard that as well, Gary.
I didn't get that reference, but you see me enjoy it.
So that'll do us for this week. Catch you guys next week.
Bye.
See you.